welcome back to the channel. So ever since getting that wee dial indicator, I've wanted to get a new holder for it. And I was looking on eBay, and then I thought, oh, I could make one. And then I came across one, an old one, but it's only half of it. It's obviously seen the thumbnail, so you all know what it looks like. So there's a couple of things that we need to fix on it, and then there's a couple of things that we need to machine. So be an interesting project, and as usual, it'll be something that I've made, something that an old thing that we've took and restored, and something that'll get put to use in the workshop. So I'll show you that. It is there. It's an old Eclipse one. You see, I did have it in my head that I was going to just make one, and just have this, a heavy bit of steel. But when I seen this, and I thought, well, that's a good base, It's an old half decent one, and it's magnetic, so can't go wrong with that. I've got a bit of chrome rod there, which I'll just pick out the now, so we can actually see if I don't know if it's thicker or thinner. Looks about the same size, but I'm gonna pick that out the now. Right here, like this. So for our dial indicator. So essentially what we need to do is make this look better, that's for sure. And then we need to make a wee linkage here, and we'll need to make a wee linkage for this bit. And I've got a rough idea how we'll go about it. I think we'll use brass as well. I think brass will look nice. Aye, and it's nice to machine brass. Let's get in the vise and try and get this off here. Oh aye. Nice. Definitely get that looking nice in there. Good man. I just need to do that wee bit that I'm holding. It's just some surface rust on this, so just gonna hit this with some wire wool. Looking alright, man. So this is the one that goes in the base. This one goes in the base, and this is the one we're going to attach here. We'll do a bit of work on this. So that turned out alright, man. I like just the steel look. Looks not bad. So I've got this brass bar here, and then the rest of it with this here. So I'm going to drop a wee plan, just to get it worked out to show you. Just threw this together, some wee clamps, and if we look here we can just see the gist of it really. We've got our wee clamps there with a through hole, and then a wee bit there that we can put a hole through for this, and then it'll have a hole going into that with a thread, and then we can simply just tighten it up, and it will push into the bar, tighten everything. And then it's the same with this one, that one there for our dial indicator. Aye man, I love projects like this, because rather than buying your tool, you can make it with just simple couple of wee bits, threaded rod, and some brass. And then obviously we've already got our base. Perfect. So let's get to it then. We'll start by making our wee clamps. And then we'll go to the lathe and we'll make these bits here, which will be these two bits right there. And our first hole is a 12mm hole for this, which is not even 12mm because I sanded it, but we should be alright once we put our slit in it. Hopefully it'll clamp up. If it doesn't, we can just make this slit a bit bigger and it should clamp shut down in it. Here. So what I do is turn it this way now and drill our 6mm hole in this. I just mark this at 30mm here, cut it, which I've got it right there. Way. Perfect one. Gotta get my holes in this one first before I put the slitting saw in. Leave it dodgy here. Brass is a forgiving metal. Maybe I just didn't have that one sitting in right. Maybe it was just sitting off a wee bit. Same with that one. Look at that one. Okay, it won't matter, will it? It will not matter. I could go and buy a bit of sandpaper, but try and straighten them out. Pretty happy with them. There's still a bit more work to do to them because I can get them super polished, and then I still need to cut these sharp edges away, but I want to move on. So this part is for here, and then this one here is for the dial indicator. And that fits in there nicely, man. We'd make these bits here next, which is just this here. That's perfect. Away, then I will, but So I'll fire on, part this one off and thread it, and then we'll move on to the next bit. We've got these two bits, and then we've got these two bits here, and I didn't write plans down for this, but it's just basically something like that with a through hole with threads in it. See, like that there, I could probably do that on it. I think that would look pretty cool. But we'll need spacers, just a brass spacer to go in front of each. I think that'll be better. Just get this in and we'll drill with our 6mm, and then we'll part off 4 wee spacers. These two smaller ones for the front, and these two bigger ones for the back, 4 wee spacers. So let's make our wee handles. Get it. Oh, what's going on with that there? I've not took it down enough. Crap. That's alright, but we should be able to fix that. Should be able to grind that. Oh, got away with that there. Lucky. Right. So we need to find the right size coil, which will be a 15, because I cut it to just under 15. Oh, there we go. I'd be able to put it in here, but it's... There we go, man, that's solid, perfect. Now is find the right size end mill that we can just plunge into each segment. That one will do. There we go, man. That looks nice, man. Still needs a bit of clean up because it's a bit sharp in some areas, but that is a nice wee part, man. But I'm going to just fire on and make the other one now. There we go, there's the last bit. That turned out alright as well, man. I'm not quite sure how big we're going to need these, so I'm going to cut them oversized and then we'll assemble it. There, bash the threads. Yeah. Doesn't need much at all to lock it in place. Cut my threaded rods to exactly the right size. See, if you cut them too short, it's not going to clamp to the bar. So what I'm going to do now, I mean, these parts are basically done. Just these need a wee touch up, just the edges and that. But this is rough and sharp, so I'm going to have to file and sand and get them nice and smooth, and glue that in place right there. I'll be glued in place there. Then we'll assemble everything. And try to round all these wee bits there, but getting there. It looks better. Right, so to get the right length for this threaded rod was just a bit of trial and error. Got it at the right length now, and then I've made these wee plugs so that once it clamps up against this bar, that wee plug will be there, and then it will do the clamping, and then we can file and sand that flush and you won't see that. But really I shouldn't have done a through hole there. I shouldn't have drilled that right through. No, with these wee bits, say in theory they look cool, but they're no practical because they hurt your finger. You can't really tighten them down enough. Not quite happy with it. It's a bit heavy. It's a bit on the heavy side, and it takes a lot of force to clamp it up. So what I'm going to do is these wee spacers, I only put them in there because I thought I'll put the spacers in there so that this clamp's not getting bashed up, but we'll remove the spacers, and we'll make a new one of these, and rather having it a piece of stainless steel, because that's going to definitely mar that up. We'll use a bit of brass, but we'll need to put our own threads into it. And I've not got a knurling tool, but I have got the wee wheels. So we'll make ourselves a wee circle one. Pardon me. And I'm just going to throw together a wee tool that can hold this. But it will just be temporary because I want to actually make a proper knurling tool. So maybe we could still put this to use. I'll just shorten it down, and I'll have it so that it's just pressing against the back, because I don't want it to go to waste, you know. So we'll have a clamping at the back to clamp on the bar, and then we'll have a clamp to actually clamp this one. But we'll see. Anyway, we're just going to put I need to get a plug for this. Perfect. Alright, let's make these wee holes now. Right, so now we're going to knurl this bit, but I'm going to bring my live centre in and hold it here. Even though we're right there, you know, it can't hurt to put the live centre in there just to get a bit more rigidity. Nice, man. It doesn't really cut deep as well, but that was my first time having a go at that. And that's alright. I'm just going to fire on and make the other one now. And that one turned out pretty nice as well. Pretty happy with the results. So I need to get these glued in here and then cut to length. So I still need to shorten these, then we'll get it together. Right, there we go. Shorten them on like that now. Right, so we can get this one on first. I've got an idea. Wee bits. Yeah, I'm gonna go and cut two of these wee teeny bits of brass. And the idea is, so I've not got the steel bashing into that. So we just put this on. And then we just throw our wee bit of brass in there.
Then we put this on. There we go, man. There we go. It's so much easier to turn. I mean, you see the clamp just closing up really easy. Right, so let's loosen it. Let's get this in here. Let's get it on there. Press it. Put our wee plug in. Alright. There's a wee plug in there. Hopefully this is going to work the way intended in this one as well. If it works in that other one, then it's got to work in this one. Alright. There we go, man. That is so much better. So much better, man. Oh, aye. And it doesn't weigh a ton anymore. There's still a wee bit of weight to it, but it's nowhere near as heavy as what it was. That's why when I had finished it, I just wasn't happy with it. And I wasn't happy with ending the video using the ones as the front, because I knew that I wasn't going to use it like that. I was going to change it. So extra couple of minutes, well worth it. And well worth it for me when it comes to the usability of this thing. So much easier to use now, and it's so much more comfortable to use. If I want to use it horizontally, then I can. Aye, man. I do plan to make a proper knurling tool. I just need to come up with a design. But I'm definitely going to make a proper one. But no, I'm definitely happy with how this turned out. As a wise man once said, if you can't make something perfect, make it adjustable. Got to put it up, ready for use. I realised I've got them around the wrong way. They should be switched around. There. And it wasn't until I went back and looked at my drawing and I realised, oh, I've got these around the wrong way. It looks much better now and it's in line. Aye. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I really enjoyed making that, you know. I really like technical things. And although it was a simple process, there was a lot of moving parts and a lot of things to think about. But I really enjoyed that process. I really liked making the first wee knobs. They ones were really cool, but they just hurt on the fingers. They were really sore to tighten up, and you had to tighten it really tight to get it solid. So that's why when I first finished it, I thought I can make that better, you know what I mean? That's when I thought I'll just throw a wee tool together, you know, that I can hold that knurling wheel on, and it worked a treat, man. And it's so much more easier to use now. Having the two screws, you know, the one to hold the back to the poles, and then the one to move it forward, slide it forward, and then obviously the other one to hold the test indicator. I could have bought one of them, you know, but where's the fun in that, you know? It probably cost me more in materials, but there's always fun and enjoyment, and most importantly learning. You learn new things and you gain that knowledge when you learn it, and you make mistakes, you know. So I thought it was smart to, you know, to make the, you know, just one screw to clamp all the parts, but really it was just too much. And then it wasn't really user friendly just to have it like that, because I'm having to control two bits that are moving. So no, the way it is now is definitely the right way to have it, in my opinion anyway. And I really enjoyed making it. I love making things like that. Love making main tools. If I can make it in here, then I'll get my best, you know. That's why I always love having materials on hand. I say always, but I'll always get materials in And I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but when I do have that idea, I've got the materials there that I can use. So man, definitely always have spare materials, always have materials there for when you get an idea and you don't need to go and order and wait a week. Have it there, so when you have that idea, you can just get right to it, you know. So, alright guys, I'll let you get going. Again, if you enjoyed the video and you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button, follow along with me in this. Aye man, it greatly motivates me to see the channel grow, and I really appreciate it to see you guys tuning in and joining me in this, alright? So I'll let you get going, and again, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next project, alright guys? Take it easy and God bless. And don't forget, bolts up. See you later.